in rural America, when you call 911, there are miles and minutes and sometimes hours between you and that EMS responder.
The one thing about our community, even though it's very small as a base, we have a large influx of people throughout the year, whether it be coming hunting, fishing, recreating. So sometimes our little community can grow considerably for very short periods of time.
Very close-knit. When we get called out on a call, 9 times out of 10, we know them personally.
The Apple a Day grant is designed for the rural EMS person, and you don't get a whole lot more rural than where we're at. We're about 56 miles from the nearest hospital.
I feel very, very passionate about this because there are many, many EMTs who are out there who do not work for fire departments, who are 100% volunteers. And those people do what they do out the goodness of their heart, and for them to be able to obtain continuing education, which is required by the state, for them to be able to obtain new information by going to conferences. Sometimes the only way they can do that is by applying for and obtaining some funds through the Apple a Day program.
We have some of the gear that we need to work with. We have the bodies here, the people that are willing and capable volunteers. The biggest issue, the biggest challenge by far is getting training and certification out here. I mean, everything from getting an instructor to come out here and train these people, and then getting them into testing and certification by the state, or licensure by the state now. And that's the biggest thing that has been holding us up from providing this medical care that we need.
I applied for the first Apple a Day grant and was ecstatic that I received that grant. To some people, $300 may not seem like much, but it goes a long ways to have this grant available, and it's like an official, we appreciate what you do. It means more to us than the monetary value.
I received an Apple a Day grant several times, actually. The biggest one was when we did our EMT intermediate. That was a huge cost.
I received an Apple a Day grant 2 or 3 times. The last one for my EMT intermediate, which was awesome, very helpful.
We all have the same goal. We want to do the very best for not only our community, but also for anyone who may be coming through the area that we may have the opportunity to serve.
Our agency is all volunteer, and so we're doing this because we care about people. So you never know when you may have a medical emergency. It may not be in your hometown. It may not be at your workplace. It may be someplace very remote. And Apple a Day is what keeps us going.
A huge, huge, huge sincere thank you to the Apple a Day people. Without that money and that grant, what I do would not be possible.
Without your generosity, we wouldn't be able to do what we do and serve the people that we serve. And a call for us could be a minute down the road, or it could be 2 hours just to get to the first place. And being able to have a higher level of skill to help the people that we're going to, it wouldn't be possible. I thank you so very much.
The Apple a Day grant is really a thank you for what we do out in rural America.